privately owned. I personally will not spend one dime of my hard-earned money on this project. I beg you to show up January 29th and tell Council how you feel. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to say a few words? May I have your name, please?
My name's Emily Ng.
Hi.
I am a resident of Markham for many years, over 3 decades. 我認為呢個 arena 係好好嘅。頭先我答呢個女仔點解 Hamilton 嗰個會蝕錢呢？你睇 ACC Centre 落去睇 games 嘅人係邊個啊？大半都係由 region 走落去嘅，你知唔知啊 ？Hamilton 係邊度啊？個區嗰啲佢哋梗係想 Markham 冇啦，我哋仲有啊，佢仲慘啊！仲拉埋佢啲人，所以就係咁。而家有人肯出得半錢喎，同你起，你都唔要，點解係好咧？我話俾你聽，因為係一個 win-win-win-win situation 嚟嘅。第一，當你有個 arena 嘅時候，好多後生仔啱啱出嚟冇工做嘅，即刻有份工做，你餐館肯定好生意，成個 region 都好咗。你住嘅地方係你話 developer 加錢或者係新起，你住喺 Markham 點解住喺 Markham？ 唔係話為佢靚。呢位女士有咩問題問
I guess
我頭先個女士咧都係咁講。
Emily 嗱 ，I think this 呢度咧又係有多少誤解㗎啦。There's a misunderstanding. You see, that is why I say everybody has to pay attention and has to be very sure of actually what happened. We love the arena in Markham, but not with our money.
But the idea is, with our money, we ensure the usage for the community. If it's only from the private sector, it's only for profit, and nothing really given back to the usage of Markham. Just like when you build a Markham Theatre, it's shared by the school users. So people have short sports and things, they have usage for it.
Sorry, we need to know what's your question to us. Thank you.
Okay, the lady has commented on Flato Theatre. I just want to tell you the facts. The fact is, on Markham Flato Arena, they are in a deficit each and every year. And I will tell you what that means. That means they are making zero money. Thank you.
The government is not for making profits. They are there to share the usage with its residents. That's why they collect taxes.
And thank you. So any other comments, questions?
I have one comment to make. The Air Canada Centre, which
I think this is really,
Can I have your name, please?
my name is Ben, and I don't really agree with this
What is your
lady.
name? Sorry.
Sorry, Ben.
Ben. Oh,
I don't really agree with this lady. You can build whatever you want as long as privately, not city subsidized. Now we have a lot of taxes.
Obviously, there's a pro and con on both sides. So of course, there's some benefits when it's private money.
People just really short-sighted right now, saying, okay, building the arena here is fine, as long as there's no additional taxes imposed on the residents.
Thank you.
There isn't any existing taxes.
Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Maybe have Jean to say a few words, please.
Question. As Regional Councillor Jolie just mentioned, there's a full-page ad telling the residents all the benefits. We know them, and being an entrepreneur myself, which I had won 2 awards in Canada, I guess I'm a little bit qualified to comment on such revenue. We love the revenue, but there are 9 builders here together putting this ad. You know what? We should tell them to put up all the money.
If they pick up all the money, they would run all the profits as well and not share any of the gains with the community users. And I can tell you there are no additional plan for property tax. Yes, there will be additional tax
But
for...
we have to be honest, profit or not profit is down the road. We don't have figures, we don't have proof, so we hold on to that.
But I am aware, okay, the
So
City of
if
Markham
there's
can
a
make
profit-
arrangements
if
to
there's a
lease
profit-
out so that they eliminate the loss, but so that if the profits are made, okay, it will be because they lease it out like a landlord. So what they do, they reserve certain times for the community use, and the other is up to the risk and the profit is up to their business partner, which is a very strong partner, a very good partner, and have been developed in the City of Markham for a long, long time. That is why it's a good plan, good financial, because they're not going to get indebtedness because it's in the lease position.
Okay, thank you. We have
question. What's your name?
what's your name again? Emily.
Emily, would you like a casino in Markham?
That's a totally different issue.
No, it's not. Remington wants a casino in Markham, and if Remington will pay for the arena if we allow him to give a casino.
The casino, hold on, I answer your question.
The Air Canada Centre is the same size as the arena they want to build. It is $5,000 an hour for a minimum of 3 hours. You are not going to send your children to the GTA Centre to skate on that ice because they will not be able to afford to open the doors. It is not a community facility.
That is why the
town
City of Markham had to make a partnership over it so they get their own portion of it and make use for its new residents. The reserves time.
No, I've been at the meeting. All
Okay,
of them.
let's
That's not
let's cool off, please.
Emily, could you do me a favor? Please, let us not confuse the Markham residents. Very clearly, we are not against the arena. We are here to tell the city, you guys can go ahead, and that there are 9 developers who has all this money to put an ad here. They should come up with the money. We are not interested as the Markham residents, please.
What I'm saying is why you should be interested in Markham resident because of usage and not being misinformed for. Remember Chinese say a little information is very dangerous. I don't think they know enough to realize the benefit why if a city have ownership is much better. And I will answer the lady about the casino question. Yes, casino is a totally different issue. It is, but remember that we have to look at it issue by issue. It's not one another. If there's a casino that is designated, must be, okay, in your region.
Excuse me, Emily, maybe we focus on the arena.
That's
We are
fine.
not
It's just a
talking
lady
about
brought it up, then I like to answer it, that's all.
Casino. Anybody else in the audience want to have any questions? Please. Or Joyce?
Regarding the arena, don't confuse the arena with the casino. Unfortunately, the children or the organizations that you were talking about earlier will not be able to use the arena because they cannot afford the cost. The arena itself, what we understand, the rental on a monthly basis is $1 million. It is to be over 18 for the full year. What community team can afford that? What family can afford that? That's why we are suggesting, and you should listen to what we're saying here. That's why we're suggesting private ownership. If there's profit to be made, I'm telling you right now, the town would not be involved in it because they do work with community facilities. I've been a realtor and very actively involved in this town for 41 years. I know what they do. I've been active also politically speaking, although I have not run for office. But I am aware what goes on, and I know that the normal communities like Milliken, like Markham Village, like Unionville, Cornell, and the different ones that are going in now, the new ones that are going in now, you're better to have 5 of those community arenas than to have this one where our money would be pouring down into a deep, big hole that we're not ever going to get to use or enjoy.
Well,
Your kids won't
thank you.
get to use.
I guess we have to limit the time of speaking. I have something. I want to say something. Today forum, we're supposed to invite all three Chinese councillors, including Councillor Alan Ho and Alex Chu. Unfortunately, they are not available for any questions or answer or comment. But right now, I want to ask Jolie, because in the audience, they want to know. City Council, is the city is going to do business because it's partnership with the private sector developer? Are you in the business to do business, entertainment business too, Councillor Jolie?
All right. Thank you for a wonderful and interesting question. I told from day one that my position is very clear. Being a businessman, I consider arena as a professional sport. Any professional sport should be run by a private investor. Have nothing to do with the City of Markham. Having said that, I am not part and privileged the information that is being available to a couple of the councillors that signed the deal. So unless that information is forthcoming to me, that what we are giving up in return for the $162.5 million, I am not at liberty to support any deal that are secrecy, that are not transparent, that are in the dark for the Markham resident, and that's being an elected official by the resident of Markham. I have a moral responsibility to make sure they will not be faced with a future tax burden.
I just want to answer a few questions that I think is really being misinformed. The fee, as I said, is going to be development fee, not by any property tax. And eliminated by any chance of white elephant is by leasing the place to it. And there is reserved time. For instance, I read the reports, okay, for community event, including one that I'm very much involved in, Asia Asia. 萬金嘉華年會係嘛？大家周節。got this for the festival, for the certain type of event, and I'm sure they can make some arrangement with the public for
Emily, we like to stick with the answer and question period.
Okay, all right.
We are not here to make comments.
Okay, I would like to answer this question.
I want some other audiences make some comments and
that's fine.
questions, please.
Just have comments and questions.
I think you made your point already. Thank you. Anybody else?
So, Bob, you want to say something?
Yeah, I've been listening to this, and one of the things I really want to say is concerning the extra cost of building this stadium. Everything, as they say, is under the water. So when you look at the tip, it looks like, well, it's only a few $1 million. But if you look at it, it's under the iceberg. It's a huge, huge, big thing. There is, as I mentioned before, and I'm not sure if this lady was here when I was talking, because we were talking about infrastructure expenditure, building of parking spots, for instance. There was a requirement of 4,400 spots, and right now what's available is about 1,500 around the stadium, and that included some spots that have to be shuttled in from nearby vacant lots. So obviously there's a need to build a 3,000 parking space structure, and that's a lot of money involved. There is, of course, when people want to present the actual cost, they want you to see the top of the water, and you will not see the transitway adjustments, the road improvements, and the loss of development costs, municipal tax, and HST, because it's designated a municipal capital facility. Now the point is, if this were totally private owned, all of these taxes would come into play. The city will do nothing. and put in and get all kinds of money. And these monies totally about $700 million on top of what we're talking about